Welcome to episode 15 of Michael's Corner. My name is Michael. Well, it's been an interesting run so far, but I think we can do better. I have a couple of announcements to make in this episode. Now, first of all, there is a contest that I'm starting in this episode and we'll end it in a month, which is basically the next 4 episodes after, including this one. That'll be including this one, okay? Now, in this contest, I'm looking for new catchphrases. Now, if you've been watching me for a while and you've watched my episodes from start to finish, you know that I have a catchphrase at the end of the show that I always use to close the show. Now, I'm offering $100 USD to the winner of this contest. And basically, what I'm looking for is a catchphrase that encompasses what Michael's Corner is all about. I will choose the most witty and cool catchphrase from you guys, so good luck. Now, second, I'm looking to grow my channel some more. So, in order to do that, I need your help. As I always say, like, subscribe, and share this content with people who would be interested in this type of show. Okay? Now, in this contest, this phrase has a new meaning. As I said, we are still a new show. And if I could somehow double the amount of subscribers I have 6 as of this viewing, I will double the prize for the contest that I previously talked about to $200 USD. Now, I need your help to accomplish this, so good luck again. Now, one final note on the contest. Whatever slogan I choose to represent this channel will be reflected in the items sold in the new image at newimagestore.com, which is the store that has, Michael's Corner, Let's Go Outdoors, the different shows that we're doing, and other general merchandise. And you just look at it, you just look for the new merchandise under the Michael's Corner merchandise, okay? Now, on with the show. Now, did you know that 224 miles of the border between the United States and Mexico is unpatrolled? Yep, that you heard it. It's unpatrolled. Now, the reason I have led with this is because the situation at the border is almost untenable. What I mean by this is we have lost control of our border. Can that really be true? Also, did you know that in some areas of the border, it is blocked by nothing but barbed wire? Now, under the Trump administration, Trump attempted to repair the border, but was shot down by the Democratic majority. Now, in this episode, I will try to give you all some insight on what is going on and let you judge for yourself. Also, according to the U.S. Border Patrol, there have been roughly 200,000 immigrants crossing the border between the U.S. and Mexico. This is the highest total in 2 decades. This far surpasses the peak that was reached in May of 2019. Now, what the hell is going on? It appears the current administration has lost control of the border between the U.S. and Mexico. Now, the first thing I want to address, getting on with this issue, is the Department of Immigration Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. I hope I pronounced it right. Alejandro Mayorkas. Now, he has a new guideline for immigration, which goes like this. It severely limits immigration enforcement. Briefly, it obstructs current immigration laws by stating that an illegal alien status alone will not determine DHS enforcement action. He specifically said that priorities for removal of illegal aliens will remain limited to aliens who pose a threat to national security, public safety, or border security. To make matters worse, he has outlined a very long list of circumstances that must be met in order for the Border Patrol to expel anyone. Imagine that. Now let us address the question of the sheer number. The Border Control is understaffed and overworked. Most people know this. If you don't, this is basically the case. Okay? Now, They're trying to control the flow of immigration. Now, since they're stretched so thin, how can they possibly know which immigrant poses a threat to national security, which one will cause a public safety issue, or which one will be a border patrol issue? I'm sure there are things in place to catch this, at least the areas where the border patrol can keep control. But what about the areas where they cannot patrol? Or where there is nothing more than a piece of barbed wire to keep the flow of immigrants at bay? Here's a hypothetical. What would happen if an army decided to invade us from the south? Do you really think we could stop them right now? I don't think so. This perhaps seems extreme to a lot of you, but just think about it. Now, the final point I want to cover in this episode is the government is also giving the green light to businesses to hire illegal immigrants. Yes, that's really happening. There go more jobs that could go to an American citizen or legal aliens, that is, aliens who have properly become American citizens. Now, I have covered this topic in a previous episode, so you should check it out. That's my soapbox for the day. See you guys in a bit. Welcome to the question and answers sections of today's show. I hope you found the previous section eye-opening, informative, and educational. My shows are designed to be short and to the point, but if you would like me to elaborate on anything I have covered today, let me know in the comments. As a refresher, this section is for you guys. Here's where I will answer questions that you guys post for me to answer. Okay? Now, since I have no questions for you guys, I have a few questions for you today. First of all, do you think the border wall was a good idea in the Trump administration? Second, what do you think of the open border policy of the Biden administration? Finally, can you think of a better way to control the border that neither administration has thought of? Curious to see what all of you think. On to my final thoughts for the day. See you in a bit. Hello, and welcome to my final thoughts for this episode. Now, my final thoughts for today are that we need to come up with a better solution for our border and immigration problem. Neither the previous administration or the current one have come up with a workable solution for this crisis. We need to figure out a plan that everyone can get on board with, and if we do not do something soon, I'm serious, if we do not do something soon, we are going to find the United States in another crisis. How many failures can a country weather and still survive? Only time will tell. Okay? Now, today we talked about the latest crisis in immigration. I examined the effects that the current crisis is having on the country. I also examined how the administration has reacted or not reacted, depending on your point of view. Also, here is a reminder of the contest I have started. See the details at the beginning if you missed it. Now, next week, I'm going to finally talk about removal of statues celebrating historical figures and the controversy surrounding them, all of them. Now, it looks like this problem is coming back into the news again. Join me as I talk about this in the episode entitled Statues Erasing History. Now, as always, be safe, be careful, be open-minded, and I will see all of you in my next episode. Thanks for watching.